It's sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, Grace Tropical Rhythms Juices.
St. Lucia, it's the Battle of the Titans. Newcomers and veterans clash on one stage in the National Calypso Semifinals. Sunday, June 29th from 4 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. They're bringing the fire, the lyrics, and the punchlines, all for a chance to compete in the National Calypso Monarch Finals. Advance tickets are just $40. Pay more at the door. Feel the vibes. Embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Vidbute, the computer store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
Quarterfinal! The quarterfinal stage of the Calypso competition is on! Beginning with KPT on Wednesday, June 11th. On Friday, June 13th, Fire One will take the stage. Followed by South Calypso Tent on Saturday, June 14th. Plus TOT Soccer Village on Wednesday, June 18th. Boy, things are heating up. Calypso for soul. 8 p.m. at the NCC. Admission $25. This event is licensed by Echo.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high-five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, and get close and share a little. Give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties. Love life and live a little. I get close and share a little. Give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties.
Enjoy Creamery Novelties ice cream, distributed by Ferrens Foods. Live a little.
St. Lucia, are you ready to feel the vibes? The National Groovy and Power Semifinals is coming your way on Friday, June 27th from 6 p.m. at the National Cultural Center grounds. Come support your favorite soca artists as they bring the heat and battle for a spot in the finals. Admission is just $20, so grab your crew for the ultimate after-work line and come wave your rag on June 27th at the NCC. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Tropical rhythms, join the rhythm. Distributed in St. Lucia by Acado Limited.
Who's a little man with a lot to offer? He is the Harris Paints man, who sells the best for less in so many colors. He's a Harris Paints man for a better paint and a better price. Check the little man for some soft advice. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Paints. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Paints.
Experience Carnival with Quartz Ready Cash. Enter to win $10,000 cash when you take a loan for $3,000 or more. Get the cash to purchase event tickets and costumes. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. No security required. Flexible payment terms, quick approval, and hassle-free. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.quartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Promotion ends June 30th, 2025. Normal criteria and special conditions apply.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
And we're back from our Central and the Caribbean side. Good morning, Teddy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have lots to look forward to. We have the Soufre Carnival coming through. Claude Paul will be here any minute now. The Poppy, the head of the CMMC, an overview of events to come and the approaches to organizing the rest of the music events in Carnival. It's a Soufre Carnival passing through to push the Carnival. They had an outstanding opening last weekend and they're looking forward to the big mass with the bands, saying good morning to Chic, Wild Bamboo and all the others down in Soufre to rock on the team. And also Canries, really impressive in the opening of the Carnival over with the DYP band and lots of other entertainment. Grocery coming up, Iowa. It's a long time you haven't been to Grocery Friday night. This Friday, Grocery, 6 bands launching at the Grocery Street Party, electing to go that way, to go to the street party instead of, in fact, going to a closed venue. So that's the Grocery Street Party, the launch of Grocery Carnival with 6 Carnival bands displaying their costumes. That should be an attraction over at the street party in Grocery. A lot more on that during the week coming up. But mark that in your calendar. It's what, a couple of years you haven't been to the street party? A couple of years. You can't remember, right?
I remember.
Grocery people freak out when they see you in the crowd, Iowa.
Yeah, but
Iowa in the street party. Grocery launch on somebody asked me what time. You come in the street party, you'll be, just come and enjoy the vibes and when at the peak, they will be displaying the costumes, 6 bands, Grocery Carnival launch on Friday night over at the street party. Lots more, of course. KPT, what's today, Iowa? It's KPT day, boy. They're going before the judges. What's today? Today is Wednesday, right, Iowa?
Yes,
Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, it's KPT day. And so TC Brown and his team getting ready to go through. We have a couple of the Calypsonians passing through with us in a while as KPT. And on the weekend, we're going through more quarterfinals and to wrap it up and then go on to the big semis. Of course, you heard the list yesterday for the soca. KPT starting the action for the quarters tonight at the Cultural Center. Everyone going to support KPT. Lots of new songs being released as they go before the judges. There's a big night for the KPT tent led by TC, Blaze and company. And so the soca having qualified, they're now going to start the rehearsals for the semis. The big ones are about 20 in each category or subcategory as they call it, to go on to the big yard, 10 each to move on there. We want to salute the youngster. Great response yesterday, and justifiably so, from the winner of the Calypso competition over Comprehensive, winning that title, and the young lady giving a good account of herself yesterday on Vaval Central, as she did in winning the title last Friday. The tune, Iowa?
As a schoolgirl walking the streets today, it's a constant battle. The way them good men act is so intolerable. On the way to school each day, they make me so uncomfortable. Good men preying on the young girls is despicable. I don't know what they see in a teenager. Some of them themselves have a teenage daughter. Maybe it's just ego to capture a fresh young bride. But my legs will stay closed. I turn up my nose, 'cause I'm not your size. I am a schoolgirl, please understand I am not a schoolwoman. So when I post, hold yourself to a certain class. Because of the skirt, you feel to flirt, but tell me, Mr. Man, with this one, you sure to end up in police hand. Miss me with your pedophile lyrics. I will not buy into your antics. I left home to go to school, not to mess with you and act a fool. Sotila. and meanwhile little girls he chatting. If him because he am nice, God I'll spark an interest in him. His daughter sits next to me in geography. Thank God I never slept over when she invited me. Or accept her right while waiting for the bus. I felt out of place and that smoke on his face filled me with disgust. I am a schoolgirl, please understand I am not a schoolwoman. So when I pass, hold yourself to a certain class. Because of my skirt, you feel to flirt, but tell me, Mr. Man, with this one, you sure to end up in police hand. Miss me with your pedophile lyrics. I will not buy into your antics. I left home to go to school, not to mess with you and act a fool. When them last My father had friends over on a Sunday evening, so I stayed in my room while they were fraternizing. I heard one of them ask for the bathroom, then he started walking. When I checked myself, my room, the man entering. He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I opened the wrong door." I told him the bathroom was on the ground floor. Instead of turning back, he tried to touch my lap, saying he hadn't known that I was so grown, and tried to hand me his phone.
Vaval Central.
Please understand I am not a schoolman. So when you see me, treat me with some dignity. Because of my skirt, you feel to flirt, but tell me, Mr. Man, with this one, you sure to end up in police hand. Miss me with your pedophile lyrics. I will not buy into your antics. You said you're my father's friend. Well, I will show him the things you intend. Bien vache.
I saw Vaval Central, Teddy.
Yes, the youngsters showing the way and keeping the standard. The tune there written by Carlton Roberts. He's writing for his alma mater, Comprehensive, winning in the end, deservedly so. Everybody agreeing that she was in fact the winner of the title. As we said yesterday, interesting announcement by St. Vincent announcing that the carnival Monday would go up till midnight and the carnival Tuesday till 10 o'clock. Interesting when juxtaposed with our situation. The police having made the call in St. Lucia, extending it to 7 o'clock last year, but initially 6 o'clock and now 7 o'clock. St. Vincent announcing that they are going till midnight on Carnival Monday and 10 o'clock on Carnival Tuesday. And so the juxtaposition there of the two regimes, the two schedules, really very obvious. And the call, listen to the Minister of Culture here, Ernest Hilaire, making the point that he really wanted to speak to the police about extending the hours. It's time to extend the hours. We've heard the complaint from some revelers in going back up to Mega G at least, just to allow the bands to go. But that has been the position of the CPMC, to allow the bands to get back up peacefully as they go on their route back to the starting point over at Mega G. So discussions continuing as the St. Lucia Carnival, nice and big and expanding, but certainly there's been a clamor to be more flexible on the closing time for Carnival. St. Vincent making no bones about it. We know Grenada, they go away into the night, Dominica into the night as our sister islands. So the discussion continuing here on St. Lucia. And as we said, we begin up KPT, Soufre Carnival, lots of discussion. Tomorrow, we will be having the chairperson of the CPMC, Tamara Gibson, here on, as is our custom, to have discuss broadly the carnival, where we at, what's been happening, the projections for this carnival, and indeed beyond. Tamara Gibson, chairperson of the CPMC, will be on tomorrow morning. Soufre Carnival on their way to us to just grace us with their presence and speak of the efforts led by Jade Brown in the PR department and Rock as the chairperson. But KPT is tonight before the judges. Before we go into the meet with Claude Paul and the rest on the program, we are in fact going to, it's KK?
KK, woman 10 times better.
Central. For you, thinking you are there working. The times you called, saying overtime you doing, you was out there playing. I done get pictures of you, you and your Malibu, playing me for a fool, saying with the boys you playing pools, thinking that I don't know. You turn round and say it's domino. Man, get your story straight before your words seal your fate. When it comes to cheating, you should know a woman 10 times better than you. When it comes to hiding, you never know a woman 10 times better than you. Pretending she's better, misleading, she's better. Planning, she's better. Faking, she's better. Man, anything you can think of in this world, a woman 10 times better than you. It's true, a woman 10 times better than you. Come home, suspect, and don't know what to do. I welcome you smiling. Then you rush and shower, call a nunkey fool. The old smell of blood I'm taking. But all what you doing, you're not hearing me complaining. I will always play it cool, cause I'm from another school. Little do you know, I can also play domino. Saze pakawe, zie pakawe, che pafema. When it comes to cheating, you should know a woman 10 times better than you. When it comes to hiding, you never know a woman 10 times better than you. She's better. Running, she's better. Faking, she's better. Man, anything you can think of in this world, a woman 10 times better than you. It's true, a woman 10 times better than you.
KK and Vaval Central, Teddy.
Yes, Iowa, and the ladies certainly were very much part of KPT as they present throughout the season. They have on the big night tonight, the final 10th for the season, as they go before the judges in quarterfinals. The big next stage, of course, is the semi-finals. We getting ready to hear from Solange, who will be joining us online just about now. Solange getting ready for her presentation. She sang one song in her first Fire One 10th. Now she's looking forward to her second appearance also with Fire Wonders on Saturday. An interesting night when Desrel, the reigning monarch, also expected to release his second number for the season on Saturday. Solange too, having done the first, now about to release a second song. We will be joined, you'll let me know, joined by Solange in just a bit. She's calling in now just to speak about her second number. And we're expecting the ladies from KPT also on the program. As we said, the two bands will go into rehearsal for the Groovy and Power Soca. They having gone through the pieces now, looking forward to accompanying the artists, 20 in each category. And so the releases, just about 120 releases for the year, combined in the two categories. And so looking forward to seeing what, in fact, that would bring. The community is improving the standard all the time, trying to up the carnival. We mentioned Groovy on Friday at the street party. Friday coming, there will be their release of their material, showing 6 bands before the public for them to choose. We have Solange on the line. Yes. Good morning, Solange.
Pleasant good morning to you, Teddy. Pleasant good morning to you, Iowa. Hello, world. Good morning.
Yeah, tell us, Solange, last year was quite a big splash in the season with your 2 numbers. How's the season going this so far? How is it going, and what are your plans? How are you approaching the season?
Well, I'm ever grateful for just being part of this whole experience, contributing to St. Lucia's culture and keeping Calypso alive and well, along with all the other Calypsonians and competitors in the arena this year. Last year was a very interesting year for me. It was entertaining, it was fun, and it just brought a measure of dynamic to who I am as a Calypsonian. And I appreciate all those who were involved in the evolution of my Calypso journey, as well as the fans and the supporters out there who've been very vocal and very present within the tents and at the finals last year. So I say thank you to everyone, and I appreciate the support, and I just asked for your continued support for the Calypsonians and the art form itself. So so far so good. So far for this year 2025, it's an interesting starting block for me. As you know, I've only released 1 song, done 1 performance, so again, it's a learning curve. It's evolving, as I said before. So this year, I'm coming in from a very different position compared to years before.
Okay, last year, as they say, your season having gone well by most measures, having gone well. This year, this becomes your second. What's the intention? The second song completes your 2 competition songs that would likely be the 2 you're competing with?
Likely be the 2 I'm competing with. Like I said, it's ever evolving. It's about, just monitoring the landscape, seeing what people are doing, and creating a strategy like everybody else to try to position myself well enough to at least be inches away from that coveted title. This year, I have released my first song called My Ambition. And it speaks about my journey as a Calypsonian, my, relatability to the art form, and kind of a suggestion of why I'm in it, and, the subtle underlying emotions involved, both for me and the other Calypsonians, because there are people who've been there for many years and who've not tasted Calypso glory. So it speaks about that kind of journey, and an interesting place of writing as well. This year, I'll be releasing a second song today. So far, the song has been very well received from a few ears that I've, tried to create an airworm with. And our listeners here today will get a chance to listen to it for the very first time. Vaval Central is the platform for releasing my second song this year. So it's called, the song is an interesting, social satire. A play on words, some of the dynamics that writers and Calypsonians try to use in the writing journey. So this year, again, I explored the, satire and a little, play on words with a second song. And it's called What Makes a Woman Come. So this song, it speaks for itself. So the music is melodic. It's a beautiful, musical composition. I'm sure you probably have just maybe heard a bit of it. but I appreciate the music behind this song especially. It's old school. I think we've had that slight conversation about it. It takes us back a bit. It's a nice little bouncy number, and the message and the lyric is very relatable to Saint Lucia.
Well, you say it's a piece of satire, but essentially it approaches what? Society, men-women relationships. What?
Yes, it speaks of the relationship dynamic between men and women. Today, we have a very superficial, way of looking at relationships, and at least that's what people say based on old school values. So it's a message to tell, at least to, share with young men as to, how to approach a relationship dynamic with a high value woman, or at least try to create a high value relationship that most people want, but they may not know how to, create or to set the platform for that kind of dynamic. So it's interesting. Let's see how people, receive it. And I'm excited to release it. It's a very kind of different position for me as a Calypsonian. I always try to, stay within the lines, but I'm exploring now. I'm free of mind. I am lighter. So I feel, the need for this kind of message. My writers, I actually worked with a notable writer from across the Caribbean, and the musical arranger as well is a notable musical arranger. This is my camp. This is the whole my camp. And so I, collaborated with them again. Last year I collaborated with them. This year I collaborated with them again. I've been longing to work with them. I worked with them years and years ago when I first started with my song. I do not know if you remember that song, Teddy Francis and Iwa. It's called Don't Touch Me, Daughter. One of my first Calypso songs I sang as a lone Calypsonian, separated from TC Brown when I started. So I went back and, called on my camp, and we released this song.
Well, from Soul, we listen to Solange, now established Calypsonian, preparing for her appearance as she goes before the judges. Prepares to go before the judges.
Yes.
She did the first one for Crown, and this one from Solange. The title, Solange?
The title of this song is called "What Makes a Woman Come."
Let me tell you what.
You bought her flowers, write her love notes in rhyme. You called her queen about 10 times at a time. Used to help her cook. You used to hug and kiss. You mind she like is your child.
Morning Vaval Central.
You paid attention, showed her real concern. Her monthly cycle, you observe and learn. But from the time she move in your house and start to wear wedding ring, it's like you forget and you stop doing everything. What makes a woman come? I want you to know it's not the same thing that makes a woman go. What makes a woman come? Tell them Sola say so. It's not the same thing that makes a woman go. She come when you're honest. She go when you lie. She come when you sweet talk. Go when your mama guy. She come when you slow down through hurricane and storm. But she will go when your body treats her lukewarm. Make the woman come. Make the woman come. Kiss her from head to toe. Let everybody know. Tell her she is the best. When she put on that sexy dress, make the woman come. Make the woman come. Fellas, you should know. Never make the woman go. Quotes, posting her picture like you taken an oath. You even made the bed, spooning her front and back, hand in hand on the beach. Boy, romance was to call her your wife. And after you got her devotion,
Vaval Central.
dying trust you start to belittle and treat your woman unjust. What makes a woman come? I want you to know it's not the same thing that makes a woman go. What makes a woman come? Tell them so long say so. It's not the same thing that make a woman go. She come when things hot, but go when you're cold. She come when you take a shot, go if you withhold. She come for your truth and go for your excuse. Yes, she will go if you constantly give abuse. So make the woman come, make the woman come. You must add to her glow, make her creative juices flow. You must provide and protect and treat her with great respect. Make the woman come, make the woman come. Fellas, you should know, never make your woman go.
Vaval Central.
You start to sneak in.
Solange on Vaval Central, Teddy.
Solange getting the Vaval Central, the two verses and chorus, as is our standard. Interesting, Claude Paul. Well, you're not allowed to speak on songs at this stage. You hear of CMMC. You have opinion on songs?
Yeah, songs I like good songs, you know.
You like this one?
I like that one. It's an interesting take on come and go.
Yes, on the relationships and so, as you're saying. Well, you have Claude Paul is well placed. We're making the point that there are topics, man-woman relationship, not to abuse a woman, treat a woman. It's all about the approaches and the angles, because the topics go around in circles. The topics are all there.
Yeah.
It's how you treat them, how you know what you do with them. For example, the techniques we keep saying of using the little satire, you know, the metaphor, the little sarcasm, a man saying saying all the things the government doing wrong, but saying the government working well, the government good.
Yes.
That's another technique, you know. Or the old one of
I'm not singing about that.
Right, pretending, you know, the little irony, saying that I'm not singing about that, the government messing up, the government not doing what's supposed to do, but I'm not singing about that. He's teaching, you know, these techniques are all important and treatment. I think she does well there to set up the topic, instead of just saying about a man must treat his woman well and so set it up and they come and go, which she know the vocal response from the public. So
exactly.
So in your writer's hat, you approve
clever
approach. We're going on Iowa. We're going to take a quick break, come back with Claude Paul. A lot to discuss. The Soca semis are coming up, the rest of the season, the quarterfinals, the plans for the big shows, all with Claude Paul here at your with two of the artists from the KPT 10 to be joining us, and Soufre Carnival coming in a large group. Reminding you, tomorrow on Vaval Central, Tamara Gibson, the chairperson of CPMC, lots to talk about as she charts the carnival, the shape, the purpose this year, and indeed beyond. Also, the lecture next week, Tuesday, Dr. Anthea Octave, accomplished St. Lucian, now heading the prestigious Edna Manley College in Jamaica. She will be the lecturer, the first official carnival lecture by the CPMC. That should be very interesting next week. Tuesday, Financial Center. It's free to the public, Whoopi.
That's right.
You should come and get a little intellectual matter. You know, it's not all, not only jam and wine, but we could intellectualize about the jam and wine. Yeah, you understand?
Interesting.
Yesterday, there's been told that the theme for a lecture is getting a section. You know, interesting. The carnival and its evolution. I will you'll be there. Financial Center, I know you like that. Financial Center.
Sure,
yeah.
for sure.
We're going to a break and coming back here. Vaval Center. You know, two women came to me. Where I will tell you where you say I will be there. Where I say you at the back. Here at the back. Yeah. We're going I went to a break and come back with Claude Paul and lots more KPT singers, Soufre Calypso, Soufre Carnival and lots more. And Poppy, you making the lime Friday night, Grizzly launch?
No, we have a 10 that night, you know.
What do you mean? I don't understand yet.
So it's after 10.
After 10, boy?
After 10 is a long...
You have a judging, yeah. But the judges there, everybody calling it, after halftime you could go, I'm Poppy, yeah?
No, I like to be there to see what happens.
You bastard that one. You let Iowa report to us on that one, eh?
Iowa will be in the north already, yeah.
All right, I want to the break and back on Vaval Central here with lots more build up to our carnival.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Thank you very much, Poppy. Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, Grace, Tropical Rhythms Juices.
Quarterfinal! The quarterfinal stage of the Calypso competition is on! Beginning with KPT on Wednesday, June 11th. On Friday, June 13th, Fire One will take the stage. Followed by South Calypso Tent on Saturday, June 14th. With TOT Soccer Village on Wednesday, June 18th. Boy, things are heating up. Kaiso for Soul at PM at the NCC. Admission $25. Hey! This event is licensed by Echo.
St. Lucia, it's the Battle of the Titans. Newcomers and veterans clash on one stage in the National Calypso semifinals. Sunday, June 29th from 4 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. They're bringing the fire, the lyrics, and the punchlines, all for a chance to compete in the National Calypso Monarch Finals. Advance tickets are just $40. Pay more at the door. Feel the vibes. Embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Bidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
St. Lucia, are you ready to feel the vibes? The National Groovy and Power Semifinals is coming your way on Friday, June 27th from 6 p.m. at the National Cultural Center grounds. Come support your favorite soca artists as they bring the heat and battle for a spot in the finals. Admission is just $20, so grab your crew for the ultimate after-work line and come wave your rag on June 27th at the NCC. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Shopping at Massey Stores, Rodney Bay, Sunny Acres, or Gourmet, and you're pressed for time? Why not skip the wait and try our Fast Lane? It's a quick, convenient self-checkout for 1 to 10 items when paying with your debit or credit card. So next time you're in a rush, breeze through with the Fast Lane. Only at Massey Stores, Rodney Bay, Sunny Acres, and Gourmet.
With Smart Submit, say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience. Don't waste time on risk errors submitting C3 forms to the NIC. Go online. Submit your NIC C3 forms from anywhere at any time. It's simple, convenient, and secure. Smart Submit is the smart choice. Still doing it the old way? Maybe it's time to wake up. Make the smart choice with Smart Submit, the smarter way to submit your C3 form. Visit us online at www.stlucianic.org for more information. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
Girl, I've been so stressed searching for the perfect tiles to complete my home. Really? Yeah, it's always the same white, beige, and gray tiles with the tile stores. Like they're all buying from the same place. You're the design expert. Help me, please. I'm fed up. What are you looking for? Something different. Something that says Caribbean beauty and suits my personality. Something vibrant and classy with a little razzle dazzle. Okay, Ms. Razzle Dazzle, I know just the place. Island Style Tile and Bath, they're my #1 store for everything tile. And with their new In Living Color collection, you'll find the most gorgeous styles to give you that splash of Caribbean flair you're looking for. That sounds perfect. I'll even take you myself and throw in a free design consultation. I'll never say no to that, sis. I can't afford you anyway.
Visit our Island Style showrooms in Castries, Rodney Bay, and View Fort, or call 450-452 or 453 Tile. We'll help bring your vision to life in living color.
And we're back, Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound. Kenny?
Welcome back. Claude Paul is here, the head of CMMC. Lots in store. Claude, we're going ahead first. We've had the results for the Soca semis. We have quarters and also building up quarters for Calypso, but look forward to the Soca semis.
Yeah, well, all is set. The announcements have been made for the soca qualifiers, Groovy, and of course, so-called Power. And so we go to the next stage. The artists will be rehearsing, getting ready for the big night on is it the 27th? Yeah, that's the Friday at the Cultural Center grounds. But tonight is the quarterfinals. We have KPT first off the block, followed by. Is it going to be Fire One?
Fire One is on Saturday. Friday night.
Friday, and then you have the South Tent, and of course, TOT Soca Village next Wednesday, which is the day before Corpus Christi. Yeah, bring the curtains down. And I think each tent will be about 12 persons coming in before the judges. I think that's the number that we have agreed to keep the show tight, to keep it, make it a production. And of course, KPT, will be off and running tonight. They have had the reputation of doing things differently, and I suspect tonight we will have, a good production from them, in addition to the serious job ahead of attempting to qualify for the next stage. Judges are in place, and everything is ready. The stage in the Cultural Center is being erected as we speak, and it augurs well for an interesting night and the rest of the week. Teddy.
Any features? Remember last year the hint of some new awards. People like the brewery coming with new awards. There's also the most exportable song. What's the update on that? The approach to the brewery's suggested awards for the Caribbean?
Right. So this year the brewery has kindly consented to giving a prize for the best lyrical song would be one of the prizes, and the other one it eludes me now, but we have to finalize those details and make an announcement. I think from tonight.
What kind of area? Was it performance or vocals or what?
One would be for the lyrics, and the other one definitely performance. Yes, these were the two songs, two awards, and of course the most exportable song, which was introduced for the first time last year by Export St. Lucia. That's on again. But we believe that Export St. Lucia will make an announcement in terms of the changes, etc., in terms of how this will be judged and what are the other supporting activities around getting the most exportable song actually exported.
Yeah. So, interesting, this award. Last year, I remember there's some special awards by the ministry. The minister introduced at his suggestion through the CMMC for the writers. What happened? They each got each finalist, the writer for each finalist got funding.
That's good. Okay, so as long as a song qualified for the finals, there was an award of an added incentive of $500 per song for each song that got into the final. So that helped the I suppose be an incentive for the writers who, of course, would be in a contractual relationship with the Calypsonian. That's behind the scenes. We don't know. We don't get involved in that aspect of it as to what are the conditions under which writers and Calypsonians conduct their affairs. But in addition to that, the state, through the subventions given for Carnival, makes provision to give this little incentive to the writers. Some say it's not enough, but I think it's a start. It's a good start. And bearing in mind, last year the stakes went up. The overall prize money went up tremendously. For the two competitions, we're looking at close to $500,000 in prize money for our Calypsonians and soca. Yes.
Yeah, the pricing now is at what, 40,000?
40,000, and then
for each of the crowns.
For each of the crowns, and going on by degrees of 10 as we go, and the last 5 getting 5,000 each.
Yeah. What has been the reaction? Suggested it was quite sensational one time. The idea of introducing a car, a vehicle for the Calypsonians. I know there's some debate, some preferring their money and some wanting the glamour of a vehicle being given for the Calypso monarch. What you felt is the reaction? Next.
Well, that's a little more complex in order to negotiate and get through. Some attempts have been made. It has not, borne fruit as yet. I think as we go along in successive years, I think something will come through. The private sector will really have to step up and make that offer and of course negotiate the terms for it. But that's something that's on the cards, but it just hasn't come through as yet.
Well, speaking of Claude Paul and a lot more on Vaval Central, lots of debate there about in topics, in fact, in Calypso treatment, the issue of the veterans in Calypso, whether they missed, whether they appreciate it enough and different approaches as far as that is concerned. It's come up in a few songs, and as to whether they have had their time, whether they should, in fact, be involved again a lot more, whether they've bowed out too early and as far as the competition is concerned. What the point you're making about the veterans, one aspect I was making 2 days ago is that they really mastered the little guile and the tricks and the approaches in presenting topics. I've heard a few of the topics this year. Good songs, generally good, but just bowling straight as you were just saying, a social issue, just speaking almost like a newspaper article about it. Whereas people like Invader and Pep, for example, didn't come with 4 paragraphs like an article about abortion. He used the technique of himself being the fetus, personifying it and embodying the fetus and speaking from that perspective. So all these are different techniques we see. Instead of just coming with chapter and verse about abortion is not good, abortion is not moral, he decided to have the perspective of the fetus that's being cut off,
Yeah.
That's different. And the likes of Pep and Invader were known for that. There's different approaches to the competition piece.
Yeah, but Terry, I think really and truly what some of those veterans or seasoned, mature Calypsonians crave really is respect. They want to be respected for the contribution they have made, and the suggestion that they should step out of the way, creating a sort of adversarial relationship between old and new. I don't think that's what it is, really. I mean, I think it's a bit overblown because in reality, what you find in the back rooms, in the rehearsals, you see the more experienced Calypsonians actually nurturing and teaching the younger ones. I've seen that in TOT, Soca Village, for instance.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes this is a craving for respect rather than anything else.
Not a real problem. Well, what I say about the whole Calypso scene, veterans, youngsters, two things. You see there's a Pekong license to
exactly.
Pekong, and you see the cut and thrust of it. I just find some people generally want to give Pekong, want to attack one, but want to reserve the right and define the approach and the suit when they're receiving Pekong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like where people attack Calypsonians would attack figures and so on, and they don't. If the figure speaks out against them, they find how you're attacking the art form, and So it can't be one way. If you have your Pekong license to take jabs and throw it, when one is thrown at you, you ought not to cry, But a man, just speaking of that, interesting release. Invader has taken a break from competition the last few years, but he does have a release this year. Invader, and you heard it, and you were saying Invader doesn't bowl straight. He doesn't come straight. So there's always a little twist. There's a little twist in that one. A little twist in that one. Invader, his 2025 release.
Tie up on Vaval Central.
others to go to hell. Back pay pensioners getting more money. Love success with the youth economy. Quenson, Kokolo Rum, Drunken Master, Lampada. I say Tayo.
Vaval Central.
Every Sunday they going on TV. You could hear them disrespecting everybody. No. Just because they see that labor working. Right now every speaker panicking. While they huffing and they puffing, we could see that the country progressing. Cause the economy booming. Piece of the pie, every nation eating. Baby powder, take measure. Betty, Nancy Glory.
Vaval Central.
It made a tie up on Vaval Central, Teddy. Tie up.
Yes, as we build up to the quarterfinals lineup on the weekend, starting tonight, in fact, with KPT over at the Cultural Center, TC and Company. You talk about TC, but there's also CC. But they always, the brand of KPT is strong female vocalists. They really have a lot of that. And CC is here first. Good morning, CC.
Good morning, Teddy. Good morning, guys. And good morning, St. Lucia. Good morning, KPT family.
You know whose sister that is? Iwan? You know a lot of Poppy, whose sister is that? You know, sister, tell him.
I'm Nicole David's sister.
Right, she's Nicole David's, yes. Vocalist.
Thank you.
Vocalist.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
In order. Condolences to her, right?
Yeah.
Not to Nicole David. Yeah. To her. You know, you're careful, like, you feel tongue slipping a lot these days. To her, to the family of Nicole David, right?
Thank you, guys.
CC, I remember she made history. You know, she was one of the finalists in the first ever Groovy, 2007. She was there.
Yeah.
She tell us she can't remember the song.
No.
So she wouldn't risk that at all. But she was there. She, Teddy St. John, Black Eye, remember?
Yeah.
Black Eye, and so, you know, Miss Lady, remember that? Miss Lady. Black Eye.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I didn't remember, you know, just saying yes. All right.
I remember the type of
you go there, you know, just export it. We going. So, CC, you ready on in the quarterfinals tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'm on this tonight. People come out. KPT is on tonight.
Yeah. What I like is the vocal strength. I was already was impressive throughout. 2007 is what, 18 years ago, you know. CC.
Yeah, that's a long time.
You look in the same way, boy, huh? The same way. That's your actual uniform or your presentation for
Oh no, I am at work.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought you got a piece of my presentation.
Oh no, well at least you should feel secured because I'm a security officer.
Right. Nice. I want a bit of CC's vocals. We're going, what's the tune?
Love Me on Vaval Central.
Good night, St. Lucia. Come on and love me. All right. We changing it up a little groove, man. Good night, ladies.
Morning, Vaval Central.
I found that love that's so true. from the day that I met you. I wanna tell you truthfully, baby, I'm in love with you. When you're far away from me, day and night I'm feeling so blue. My heart crying out just for you. All I want is to be in love with you. I wanna tell you love me. Come on and love me. Tell me that you are so true. Hold me, don't try to control me. Even if I should say I do, nothing can stop me from loving you. Tell me what to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on and love me.
Central.
Yeah.
Come on and love me. Your love is warm and kind. Boy, you are always on my mind. Lonely days are getting stronger. Baby, don't leave me here to suffer. There were times in days gone by, having fun with the friends I knew. My heart changed from since I met you. You're not that easy to forget. Come on, love me. Come on and love me. Tell me that you are so true. Hold me, don't try to control me. Even if I should say I do, nothing can stop me from loving you. Tell me what to do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on and love me.
Come on, love me. Tell me. Love me, St. Lucia.
Come on and love me, St. Lucia. Yeah. Chorus again. Come on and
Love me, come on and love me. Tell me that you are so true. Hold me, don't try to control me. Even if I should say I do, nothing can stop me from loving you. Tell me what to do.
tell me what to do.
Time check 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock time check brought to you by Ferris Food.
Enjoy the rest of the show, people. All right.
Steady.
Boy, you liking that with vocals, boy. You like it.
That's why I love us and film.
You liking that tune, Poopy? Poopy and I were both.
Poppy, I could see you as a lover, man, you know.
The great Claude Paul, boy. Claude Paul, you get your cred, boy. your cred. Give me the chorus, the hook line, a cappella. Let me see.
Love me, come on and love me. Tell me that you are so true. Hold me, don't try to control me. Even if I should say I do, nothing can stop me from loving you. Tell me what to do, Poppy.
The great CC by vocals, as you told them earlier, vocal pedigree they call that. Nicole David's sister. Respect to Nicole, as we keep saying, and the condolences. But you're ready keeping the brand is there. Obviously, the family could sing.
The name has to live on.
CC, cool and calm, but powerful in the vocals, you know.
Thank you.
The day she catch them with a tune, I have problems in that groovy, you know. Groovy soca, nice. Thanks, CC. We're looking forward to you. And let's run our with KPT. That song by Divine, Back Up. People are really loving it. Asking me in the supermarket for that tune. Divine,
I wasn't built for
shuffle.
backup.
Right.
On Vaval
right.
Central.
That's a very
you know,
powerful
listen to that one, people loving that one, as we say. Of course, remind the Calypsonians, a point we make, Poopy, in this competition thing, there's something called a balance. The competition has 2 rounds. You need 2 songs. Often, people, the results come out and they say, but they leave that one out. That song you have? Yeah. But you need 2 songs. You need songs. Last year, there was the topic of Desrel winning by a massive margin. And in fact, that, in explaining to some people, would have been part of the reason that not many Calypsonians last year had a good balance of 2 strong songs.
Yeah, of course, we've tried to consider having a one-song competition, but obviously the fraternity in St. Lucia is not ready for this. And so therefore we continue with our traditional approach of the 2 songs from the start.
Right.
And of course, the material has to be consistent across both rounds for you to advance and
or at least you ought not to sing too low.
Yes, exactly.
In any one wrong. You have to keep, people normally have a stronger song, yes, but at least the other one holding.
Yes.
If you
Holding
have
its own,
a 90% song, the other one at least a 75.
Yes,
to hold
exactly.
that you don't sing too low. It happens in Queen Show too. We've had many. I remember the year of Kathy, Darren Sammy's wife, Kathy Sammy, raging the beat because the girl who came second won about 2 or 3 of the segments. But it was the consistency, and persons were raging on the talk shows. How come the TV that girl won 3 awards, best this, best that, and didn't win the crown? But she sank too low in the other categories. You know? And so the same applies to Calypso. You have 2 rounds.
And also the weight given to certain categories could also
very good point
tip
in the
the
Queen
balance.
Show.
Yeah.
Some of though glamorous, some of the categories in a Queen Show, for example, the swimsuit might not carry a lot of points, but the eventual Queen would have done well in the 2 chunks, the talent and interview. And so persons a little less emotional and more objective in looking at these things. But when the passion goes, that bad song, that man had the year we not crowned. Oh no, a guy could have 2 75%ers and beat you because you sang to 40% in one song. It just wasn't good. It just wasn't
and
good.
also remembering it's not what you hear on the radio, but what is performed on the night
it's a performing
in front
art.
of the judges. That's what counts.
Except Calypso fans, Poppy, interesting point, it's on the night, but we have had occasions where Calypso fans prejudge and go to the park to crown people, hence the bottle throwing incidents and of the whole Black Ashanti era, because in their mind, that season, that's that guy's crown. He coming to crown him. How you could be upset and give Pep the crown, but Pep pulled something out of the bag on the night, Calypso farewell, and so the bottle throwing. I remember I tell you, Shelley Black from the brewery, poor guy, shielding, he went to present the prizes and using the trophy as a shield because bottles coming down. You have to, and the newspaper, the headline and the voice said, Pep crowned backstage. You have to crown him backstage. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy at the time, but and it happened successfully sometimes, the public acclaim, where they went to crown Ashanti, that population here, the masses came from all areas to crown Ashanti that night. They're just ready for that. As happened if Wally was going to the moon, there's some of them you've almost, the public, that her black with Suzette, you really could what?
Exactly.
You wanted a riot, unless you had messed up really badly, So sometimes the public comes, and do you remember which song he sang that year apart from Suzette? You hardly remember, right?
No, actually.
Yeah, there's a nice commentary about, I remember it now, I can't remember the hook time, but a nice social commentary. But people come to crown on the night, but the judges have to judge what is before them. Same way like the soca, people argue that we need fellas who know the soca vibe, know the soca industry, know the songs, what songs trending, to judge.
Right.
But some others argue, no, it's best that guys who don't have a clue, that never heard any song for the season, and come and judge what's on the night, what they see before them. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, so some people say, for example, in a jury, in court, the jurors are not legal luminaries. Right. They are ordinary Joe Public, common man kind of situation, and therefore that collective wisdom of a group is what determines the final outcome. And same thing, I suppose, with our judging of Calypso. Yeah. But we have a good mix, I think. Judges who have been trained.
And then the industry insiders, people who
right,
know the industry.
Exactly. And so, I think we have an accomplished panel, particularly for the soca. Yeah. It has been consistent over the last many 5 years. Yeah. Well, we haven't had raging controversies as in the past in quite a while. As a society too, we have moved past the bottle throwing and so on. I think also the general Calypso fan is more knowledgeable about what is in the criteria. This has been explained time and time.
You're right, which wasn't the case in the 80s and 90s days, so much.
Right. Yeah. So there's a little bit more transparency now. People know what to
expect.
And awareness, yes. So that public education is there. It's published on the Carnival, St. Lucia Carnival website, and it's there for people to go and educate themselves with it and come prepared, for what is presented on the night. That's very, very important.
Yeah, a point raised again by Isai Hall, Single Monte Isai Hall. We talk about the calypso. That aspect of that key, that staying in key, is really trending this year. You hear that a lot. That some of the lower key, the artist struggling with projection and so on. And then Bachelor making the point that between the recording, between the rehearsals in the bedroom, then the band room, and actually on stage, the key gets all messed up. They end up all over the place on the wrong key and struggling. It really is an area that needs attention. You see some of the seasoned vocalists handling it. Even some of them struggling with the arrangement sometimes. It's one area that we need to work on. And you see them as a result being tentative on stage. They're not comfortable and confident. That's one thing, a point made for different reasons, of course, that's natural. But the youngsters in that that's what was refreshing. They were so uninhibited. The youngsters in the soca and primary school, secondary school. You saw the confidence, which I often see a little lacking in some of our senior performers. They're very tentative. You could see them trying to retain the lyrics. They're not, the bold confidence that we need to take command on the stage.
And I think, Teddy, it goes to sometimes, in some instances, is lack of preparation. I unfortunately, I had the privilege, the opportunity to see persons rehearsing this year. And in a couple of cases, there was evidence that they were still learning the song. And going to the actual 10 performance, there were some Calypsonians who it was clear that they were not prepared to be there, and the delivery was not what was expected. You could see them mumbling through the lines. Clear evidence of lack of preparation. That was evident in at least 3 cases that I can recall this year. Well,
the quarterfinals where we start separating the proverbial sheep from the goat to go on to the higher level. See, you like that line, eh? She know vocally she's strong, so she's laughing, sheep from the goat. Nowadays, the goat has a positive implication,
Well, yeah, greatest of all times.
That's a nice calypso, Booty. Are you a goat or a goat? Eh?
Oh, right.
That's a nice. We have some nice topics here, A goat as in the greatest of all time, Iowa? Yeah. Or already a goat meaning a maji, eh? What was the other one you had the other day? St. Lucia Carnival, is it all about, what is it, 12 or 12, remember? Right. You like
you don't put me in them kind of trouble as well. You're dragging me down these lanes. But you're right. You play on words is what you're talking about. Yes.
From 12 to 12. Which direction you go in? It's nice. It captures it well. The implication is there, You coin that one. You copyright that one, Poopy. 12 or 12, huh?
Indeed.
The tribe of 12, huh?
Right. As opposed to the...
Right. You don't want to say it?
But I think it's generally the lack of 12.
Boy, Poopy, boy, you going down that direction. I keep myself thinking the carnival is either 12 or 12. But we are making the point, as we said, also, in the treatment of, we mentioned the carnival, the pressure on things like semi-finals, we're seeing, to tweak it, to let it grow. We have laid examples bare here of events in the carnival, institutions even that have not evolved and paid the price for not evolving. Euphoria was a casualty last year. We no longer have Euphoria. They need to evolve. You have to feel the ground, analyze it. As I told Thaddeus, kudos to him and his team. They're very vibrant, a mega event in this Color Me Red. Obviously, the ground in St. Lucia not feeling so much the concert style fets. That's not as popular as it was 10 years ago,
Yeah.
So you have to tweak and innovate. No Euphoria. Sexy in Black was the biggest show in town, remember? That died a natural death because they failed to innovate, to grow, to tweak it, and so on. Remember one time our carnival was a stage where the only show in town was that Sexy in Black that Friday night, Now, you have Color Me Red, you have Soaked, you have Mess, you have Bacchanal Blocko. What, 5 events when only a few years ago we had only one on a Friday night, It's really good. So, and the younger generation having different approaches. They're reading the ground, what's popular, what's not.
They're probably not necessarily going in the same direction that the more mature, more seasoned audience would want.
Yeah.
So there's actually a separation now.
At the level of the carnival bands
yeah.
too, you have people like Excess Energy, New Dimensions, Mass Action, even your band I were Red Unlimited, you know. You are one of the baddest band songs, you know. That,
Yeah, man. Thank
I'm
you.
saying, but even you saw the need to refresh, innovate, keep up with the times, and of course, Tally Tally simply didn't have the time. And
Yes.
you have to be constantly working because this carnival, this monster is, let me tell you, changing skin all the time. You know, you
Yeah.
have to, and so the pressure is on
It's
for
becoming
people.
a full time.
So even the
you know,
tents, as you're
yeah.
saying, maybe they could look at next year. We have the 3 tents. I keep saying the tents. Okay, you have 1 tent, 2 tents. The third one should be a clash of tents. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
KPT and South clash. Folks, just innovate something different. The predictability of going to the same venue and so sometimes could be a little onerous, a little, you know.
But
once you're in carnival, you have to. So we like our cultural center. All Calypso fans, I love it. There's the mecca, you know, tradition.
Yeah.
I feel good there. But a little variety, a little clash of tents, you know, a female soca Calypso competition in mid season. You know, that'll be interesting this year. Also a female Calypso.
That would have been
contest.
great to have. Yeah.
All these ideas, I would just keep it, you know, all the time refreshing and so on. Someone was asking me yesterday, Poopy, the Desrel, does he appear at semi-finals? He's not competing. Do you have that prerogative? It has happened in the past.
What has happened in the past is that we've used him as a sort of a
the reigning monarch, whoever.
Yeah, the reigning monarch, the reigning monarch, whoever it is, to start the show, almost as a test for the band, to ensure that the sound system is in order, and also it's an opportunity sometimes to present, you know, one of the songs, particularly in a context where only one song has been presented today. So, but you know, people have different strategies. So, yes, it's his option. It's not something that we can say.
Right.
We decide what. If he wants to sing, and we will give him the option.
Okay. We're talking of KPT tonight, starting the quarterfinals. Iowa, you have one of the fine vocalist lineup. Good reaction gotten from this one from Divine.
Good night, Cultural Center. No more backups for me.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
He said, just wait, your time will come. But I am built to beat no drum. I held your dreams, forgot my name. Play your music in a losing game. They like me small, they like me chain. Till I grew wide and broke that frame. I'm not your echo, not your plan. I'm not the shadow of no one. I wasn't built for backups. I was born to shine, not standing in the shadows of the bright light. I wasn't built for backup. I'm wired for fire, fueled by passion, purpose, and raw desire. Don't need no spotlight shed to find my glow. I'm front and center in full tempo. No second verse, no second place, no silent roll, no softer face. I lead, I rise, I claim, I try. I wasn't built for holding back. Da-da-da. No more backups. him that I walk behind. And told me love me to be blind. But I got eyes and I got voice. Staying silent in my choice. He wanted crown, I kissed me floor. Till I got tired of keeping score. He fed the fire, he dimmed the flame. But queens don't burn, they rise in them. I wasn't built for backup, I was born to shine. Not standing in the shadows of the bright light. I wasn't built for backup, I'm wired for fire. Fueled by passion, purpose and raw desire. Don't need no spotlight shed to find my glow. I'm front and center in full tempo. No second verse, no second place, no silent role, no softer face. I lead, I rise, I claim, I try. I wasn't built for holding
Divine on Vaval Central, Teddy.
Divine, one of the many strong vocalists, particularly female. Well, both the guys and the ladies in there singing very well, very strong vocals. Before the judges, we're sensing the judges, the task ahead of them. They're focusing tonight, KPT leading the way, putting the best foot forward, and all going to the Cultural Center to support them tonight as they start the ball rolling in quarterfinals. Serious business, Poopy. You're not trying anymore. You're before the judges now. The 10s pick the best 12 and go before the judges. Serious matters. We also have the soca building up, and so we want, as we always do, feature all the music of the competitors. We're starting for a few this morning, Iowa, in just a bit. Reminding persons of the lecture next week, Tuesday, Carnival lecture. The Friday activity, they start planning the different office groups to go to the Limes. Point Seraphine have their Lime Dweeve on Friday afternoon. There's also Maurice up north at the Maurice Bar in Corinth, and then Barry George and his band Expressions with their Lime over at Barnard Hill next to the Cultural Center. We go to that, and then we all, of course, the Sky So tent, and then, of course, the launch of Groovy Carnival, the street party Friday night, really coming alive. A really good line for everyone to go and support 6 bands in that community called Groovy. But we have the Soca Iowa, and we're starting with
Carlton Roberts.
Remember, we're featuring between now and on the semis every day, featuring some of the artists. They'll be popping in from tomorrow to do the interviews. Tomorrow, too, is the feature interview with the chairperson of the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, Tamara Gibson. She's on to discuss where we are to the carnival, the plans, projections going forward, and all the approaches to St. Lucia Carnival, all important. We always do the chairperson, and later down the Minister of Culture coming and answer questions as far as to where the carnival stands. Who's first, Iowa?
Carlton Roberts, we not leaving on Vaval Central.
See her again. We not leaving, no. Party night, no drinks all night. Hey, we not leaving, no way. No woman on display. We ain't going nowhere. I see the girl them rocking back and they winding up. I'm feeling the type of way I can get it up. This better me feeling. set to fet. Now she trying to block me. Look, she done just already. But I'm not going to fret. I already have a master plan to lose her somewhere in the jam. Tonight she'll get upset. Set. You don't bring sand to the beach. Time to practice the things I preach. Tonight, baby, I'm out of reach. And we are leaving. No. Party nice. No drinks on ice. Hey, we not leaving.
CR again on Vaval Central. Teddy.
Yes, the soca really picking up this year, Poppy. The pump on the venue, the same, the Cultural Center grounds. Worked great last year.
For the
last
semis, yes. Yeah, it works well. I think on the Friday after work, people maybe rush home and come back there.
The perfect after work line, boy. It was very good and great interest, and the competition very open this year, as was the case last year. Let's see who will battle. We have next hour.
We have
soca semi-finalists.
MNR, No Sweeter on Vaval Central.
Newcomer, relative newcomer, right?
Yes.
Relative newcomer.
MNR on Vaval Central. Teddy.
Also in the qualifying is Jonathan St. Rose, Ninja Dan in the West, Iowa.
Shusi Mango on Vaval Central.
Vaval Central.
My juicy mango. My juicy. Now I watching you. I watching. My juicy mango. My juicy. Now I watching you. I time it slowly, cause it juicy. Oh mama, it juicy. No ask on the mango tin, when them manger some way ka finish. It juicy. Oh mama, it juicy. I licking my finger. Stop poking me. I licking my finger.
Vaval Central.
I licking my finger. I licking my finger. My juicy mango. My juicy. But now I watching you. I watching my juicy mango. My juicy. But now I watching you. I watching you. I don't want no other kind. It's truly alone. What is yours? It can't be mine. It's truly alone. I don't like the mango long. The thread that's sticking my teeth. I don't like the mango graham. They not too much to eat. I don't like the mango pork. But when I eat one, I feel for more. What class the mango do we do? I licking my finger. Stop poking me. I licking my finger. I licking my finger. I licking my finger. My juicy mango. My juicy. But now I watching you. I watching my juicy mango. My juicy. But now I watching you. I watching you. And when I'm feeling under the pressure, feeling for something sweet, is the sugar in the mango. And the juicy go down my throat. I coughing up like I choke. Is the sugar in there? My juicy mango.
Juicy mango. Ninja Dan on Vaval Central.
Vaval Central tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We start, as we say, we're featuring Tamara Gibson, chairperson. The Sister No Carnival Queen contestants also be here tomorrow. Add the charm to the program. But center stage is Tamara Gibson, chairperson of the CPMC. We're looking forward to hearing of and asking of her where we are with the carnival, the direction, the route, the timing, the venues, the objectives, the pillars of carnival, and all that and lots more tomorrow with Tamara Gibson TG over on Vaval Central tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Right,
we're going out. Power,
Power. Let's do Mika and Imran Nudi. I am
Suka.
Suka.